Hello guys, it's Big Dave, and today we're doing another Raid Shadow Legends video, and specifically we're doing Sorath the Ice Spider. So what we'll do, we'll go over the run, go over the champs after the run, and then what champs, if you don't have these exact champs, we'll go over the champs they can be replaced with. So we'll get into the run first. I'll go through how the run goes and what's needed and how it's needed, and then we'll have a look at the champs afterwards. So let's get into it. There we go. Some reason the game was playing up. So, okay. So we'll put it on auto. Right, as you can see, we're using Lydia, Visix, Drekthar, Tyrant, and Brogni. Like as you're probably thinking, that's basically a team of Legos. You can do this with a team of epics. It's difficult, but it can be done with epics, and I'll go over that after this video. But as you can see, the gist of this is to yeah, that's the problem. You turn me till you get frozen. Fortunately, so the trick here is to get HP burn off. At some point they will. Here we are. So that's the one. That's not just the one thing. That's what makes Drekthar such a S tier champ now, because he literally doesn't have to do anything. He can lay the burn without even attacking, and he also does it when he attacks too. Like people say, is it 20%? I believe it is, but it feels like way more than that. But yeah. So as you can see, Lydia is strengthening our team. The big drawback here is only Brogni and Lydia are rock and resist. So when he does his sort of that drop down ice thing, that takes buffs away. It's a buff strip effectively. So then you have to then put buffs straight back on, which Brogni just did for us. But it doesn't happen every turn. So yeah, the trick here is to get rid of the spiderlings, little two dudes on the side. The reason you need to get rid of them because they can cleanse Sorath and basically make it a very, very difficult day. So especially on the higher levels, this is only on hard 40. So the further up you go, the more accuracy you're going to need. Now, normally this comp works for me because I've just about got enough accuracy on Drekthar, and he's mastered. As you can probably see by the Giant Slayer procs I keep getting. Yeah, I get more procs off the Giant Slayer than I do off the actual hit, because just the way Giant Slayer works off HP burn, it's just amazing. He's an amazing champ. You know, I remember when he was first out that literally he was a spider tank and that was it. And now he's literally used in 3 of the bosses in Doom Tower. See, as you can see, they've just gone. Oh, did he just go? Yeah, I think the one on my right went, and yeah, as you can see, it's pretty much get HP burn off, and just sit there and absorb. You're probably thinking, why am I using Visix? Pretty much for the decreased speed to slow down the spiderlings, to stop them, to effectively give me more turns to them, so that I can whittle them down. As you can see, the 2 of them are almost gone. Yeah, one of them is virtually gone now, and the other one's about to go. So on the next turn, he's gone. So yeah. So now it's basically just a DPS now. Just whittle him down, get the HP burn off, and then. But again, the reason I also run Lydia here is just in case, and well, except for the decreased defense weaken and all the other good buffs she does, she has a block revive. It's either you use a block revive or you use HP burn. Either one will stop Sorath coming back, because when he dies, he can come back with half health, which I think it's half health. It might be 30. I might be wrong there. But yeah, he comes back, and then you got to restart the whole fight virtually, and it's an absolute nightmare because he'll res. I believe he reses the spiderlings with him, Yeah, and there's no way to stop that. Yeah, so you have to have HP burn on, which I think their plan for this was to make it difficult, but then um, Drekthar became. This boss was basically a way to say, right, go do 3v3 and get Drekthar. But they've also given another champ in Doom Tower normal that helps with this too. Um, it's not as good as Drekthar, but again, we'll go into that after the video. As you can see, the run takes roughly about 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes to 5 minutes. It is what it is. Uh, if there's anything, if you guys can when he's got Lydia, this is pretty easy. I'm trying to get Faction Wars videos out there before the Shadowkin faction drops, in order for people to get it before Shadowkin drops and adds another 61 or 63 points to it, which I know people are not looking forward to, especially when most of the guys I know are trying to do it, and I'm trying to help them do it. I would try and get it done before Shadowkin drops, because Shadowkin will take weeks, even if you've got 6 champs, right? So that's that done. So I'll go into the champs, because I should still be able to go into the champs. So, right, so Visix, she's built out in Savage. Basically, she's only really there for the decreased speed and a little bit of turn meter, even though she gets 4s when she does it. So you can see the stats: 33k HP, 4,500 defense, 102 crit rate, 202 crit damage, 228 accuracy. So fairly good for Doom Tower. Lydia, I've got Lydia in a 2-piece perception, 1-piece immortal. We'll go into our stats. So we've got 218 speed, 55k HP, 3,400 pretty much defense, 350 resistance, and about 350 accuracy. So I use her literally everywhere. So the next one on the list is Drekthar. I haven't gone damage with him because I'm relying upon Giant Slayer procs. I've got Giant Slayer on him. Yeah, I'm basically relying upon Giant Slayer procs. These are his masteries. Do not copy masteries blindly. I did this purely because I needed the extra accuracy for Doom Tower. I didn't go down the defense tree. I could go down the defense tree, and I probably will when I get enough accuracy on him and get better gear for him. But he is pretty well decked out. He's full defense, as you can see. His defense is 4,300. He's got 40 HP. He doesn't come close to dying because lifesteal pretty much keeps him alive. He's got 378, 380 accuracy, 216 speed. So he's fairly fast. Right. So Tyrant, as you can see, built out with Perception. Try and get so much accuracy on him. 203 speed. Pull up the stats. He's a HP champ, so he's easy to get HP on if you've got him. 204 and 342 accuracy. So what can you replace? So in Visix's case, if you haven't got Visix for whatever reason, I would without question go either Dark Elaine or maybe Ninja. But if you're going to run an attacker in you, like Dark Elaine or Ninja, because Ninja is good here, he's actually really good here. But again, I haven't got mine booked and he's not masteried, and maybe one day I will use him in here because of his A3, which does a lot of damage with HP burn, and he explodes the HP. Does a lot of damage, as you've probably seen off the clan boss. But yeah, so you can use Ninja, which I'm sure most people have got now. You can use Dark Elaine, who's a 4-month login reward, to replace Visix. Dark Elaine makes it run a little bit longer because she'll keep proccing every time there's a freeze. There is a I don't know if it's a bug, but there is a chance of her getting frozen, even though her passive doesn't really allow it. But I think it's on a cooldown. I think that's why. But yeah, you can use to replace Visix. You can use Dark Elaine or Ninja, depending on what you want to do. So Lydia, let's get into Lydia. So there's Lydia. I would say the replacement for Lydia, it's tough. Decreased defense and weaken. I would probably run another HP burner instead of it if you haven't got her. Purely because I use her because she puts a decreased defense and weaken on, which gets a little bit more damage on the spiderlings, and obviously she helps with the block revive. So you can not run HP burn, but HP burn is the best way to get damage off, I would say. So yeah, that's Lydia. Difficult to replace, but she can be replaced. So Brogni. Now let's do Drekthar first. I would say that Drekthar is a must. I think he's a must for this. Personally, because of the amount of places he's used. Like there's 3 or 4 of the dungeons, the Doom Towers that you can now use him in. Like he's useful here. He's useful on the Griffin for the extra damage with the HP burn. He's also useful on, what's the other one he's useful on this rotation? I think what other ones he's useful on. There's another one, I can't remember which one it is. But HP burn is massive. I think you can't use him on the Magma. Or the Nether Spider. Yeah, the Nether Spider you can use him because HP burn does more damage to the Nether Spider than poisons do. Which is really weird, but it is what it is. But I would definitely build this guy and use him without question. If you're not sold, you should be. This guy is absolutely amazing. Like I use him. I got him because he was free, basically for me. Because it was just a fact of running CVC. I think it was Bronze 2 at the time, I think, when I got him, or Bronze 3 even. Yeah, he was the only thing to spend points on. Because when you're in Bronze, you only have about 4 rewards, and he was one of them, so it was a no-brainer. So yeah, absolutely amazing champ. I don't think I went over Brogni's kit, did I? I'll go over Brogni's kit quickly. So as you can see, I've gone high resist with him. 64k defense, 208 speed. I don't know how I got that much crit damage. It's really beyond me how I've got that much. 403 resistance and 190 accuracy. You can build Brogni for accuracy so that his strip works, but you don't really need his strip for Sorath for the obvious reason that there's nothing to strip really. He does a bit of damage. You can build him damage if you want to. I know some people do for clan boss. I don't. I like him to be fast and tanky, even though mine isn't that fast. I'd want at least 40 more speed on there, but that's just gear at the moment because my gear is spread over so many champs because you need so many for Doom Tower. So yeah, we'll go on to the last one. Where's the last one? Tyrant. Right, Tyrant is in speed and perception. Reason being, he's in my spider comp. The replacement, or we go back to the replacement for Brogni. If you haven't got Brogni, you can use Mausoleum Mage. Will do that job pretty well, and he also cleanses, and he offers decreased speed. So that's an option for Sorath. But again, Brogni is brilliant because the shield keeps team alive, and obviously he's better with that job. But you can run Mausoleum Mage. And I think one of the debuffers that do, like you could use Sepulchre Sentinel to she doesn't bring heals, but she brings block buffs. Anything below that, there's I would say those two. But if you've got Mausoleum Mage, if you're doing our Doom Tower, chances are you've got a few epics. So Mausoleum Mage would be the replacement for Brogni. If you've got Brogni, use Brogni. If you haven't got him built for whatever reason. In the case of Tyrant, I'll go over Tyrant's skills before I go over the replacement for him. So, right, so 67k defense, 2008 defense, 204 speed, crit rate don't really matter, 342 accuracy. So, yeah, the replacements that you can use for Tyrant is Akoth. Akoth will work. I believe Mordecai will also work here. Or, if you're really, really lucky, you can use the new buff champion, Crypt King Growl, because he now does an AoE burn. So now he's become very viable, and he's also good at wave clear now, where he wasn't before. So they've actually given a champ that was used for a very, very specific comp, and now made him viable. So yeah, so Akoth, Mordecai, anyone that does an HP burn, even Ultimate Gaelic. You could use Ultimate Gaelic here, but obviously you need attack up for that to work. So you'll have to put an attack up champion in here with Ultimate Gaelic, so it works. But Ultimate Gaelic can do that job, and obviously he has a bit of turn meter too. Like if you have got Gaelic, I would run him in lifesteal here to keep him alive because he's an attack champ. because he's hard to keep alive. Same way you would build Drekthar, I would say. But I think Gaelic needs crit in order for his turn meter to work. So yeah, there's a compensation for using him. But yeah, so the basically burn, and more burn, and then support. If you're gonna run ninja, I would suggest, this is what I would suggest. If you're gonna run ninja, I would run. Where's she gone? Where is she? She's here somewhere. There she is. So Syl offers so much versatility. Not even going to begin to describe how long I slept on her, because I didn't think her kit would be any good for me, and it is. She's the best free to play in the game by a mile, and that's including Vis 6. I wouldn't include Lydia in that because Lydia isn't free to play, because you've got to finish Faction Wars doing that isn't free to play in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, if you're going to use an attacker like a ninja, if you're going to use ninja instead of, in my comp, you could double up with ninja. You could run it with Drekthar and get more damage out there. So yeah, like when I've got ninja built out, I will try ninja in this, but ninja's hard to keep alive because obviously he's attack based. So yeah, so if you have any questions, guys, please leave a comment in the comment section. If there's anything about Faction Wars, because I am planning on doing Faction Wars videos over the next couple of weeks. I really need pointers on what you guys want me to do, because I'm not just going to throw them out there, because I want people to say, oh, this is where I'm stuck, can you help me? And I want to just help the people be able to get through the content. So if there's any factions that you're really, really struggling with, I can go through budget options on most of them. There's a few you can't, I will openly admit. But if there's any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, and help me out. So yeah, I've been Big Dave, and I'm out.